Hey there YouTubers, JB Coins with another video from our road trip. This is actually the first bank that we stopped at. The videos that we've put up so far were from the second bank, which was the lunch bags, and there were only 10 rolls per denomination, so it was easier to get through those. This first bank that we stopped at is the one we showed you in the very beginning video, where they gave us a box of every denomination. So it's going to take a long time to go through all those boxes, especially with our lists. They came from a bank in the Covington, Georgia area. They were very friendly, very helpful, and gave us no issues. Nobody really on the trip gave us any issues about, you're not a regular customer, or any of the excuses that a lot of you and a lot of us, we've heard them too, even here locally. Oh, the Federal Reserve won't let us do that. You can't order them. They're for business customers only. Yeah, well, those are all banks that don't want you for customers, because these folks up in Georgia, they know how to take care of people. They were sweet as pie and great to deal with. And look at the condition of these coins. It just continues to blow me away. I mean, there's a mix of old and new in there. But, I mean, other than a North Carolina that looks a little, worn, this is a brand new issue right here. This is the last issue of 2017. I'm not even familiar with the name. It's from Indiana. It came out right around Thanksgiving. So it looks like we've got some of that. We've also got something over here that looks possibility, if I can get my fingers in there. Big old mitts. What do you think? Kind of loosely rolled. Box was tight. Let's see what we got. Oh, I was hoping that was silver, but it's clad. But let's go ahead and open it the rest of the way, since we did that. See if we got any silver in that roll. Don't see any silver in that roll. I do see 3 very shiny ones, which are usually new issue. They are Denver. Or that one's Denver. So that's a Denver Harper's Ferry. Yeah, it's just amazing the difference in the coins. This coin here, I'm going to take a look real quick. Because I kind of feel like an idiot not knowing what the newest issue is off the top of my head, but it's been a long day. Looks like we could have rolls of new issue in here, so let's see. George Rogers Clark and Indiana, 2017. Brand new issue. I don't see a mark on the back. It's Philadelphia. Wow. So a couple little bag marks on the face. That, that in itself, a Philadelphia that looks that nice, is pretty amazing. So obviously we're going to go through the box. We're going to sort it out like we usually do, get our lists out, and start digging through and looking for silver, errors, and treasure. So see you at the wrap. Okay guys, here's the wrap. What you see in the box here, this box turned out to be bizarre and amazing all at the same time. What you see in the box here is the remnants of 21 rolls of circulated coin. We'll show you the other 29 rolls at the end of this video. What we got out of the 21 rolls of circulated coin, the very first one here you see is "In God We Rust." The die was filled, the T didn't get stamped, and it's a perfect In God We Rust. Next to that is a typical, fairly typical 2008 P with several chips in the Great Land and an extra claw. So he's got 6 claws. Bombay hook with cuds in its mouth. There's 2 of them. Blue Ridge Parkway. We found a split rim. It goes almost all the way around the rim. You can kind of make it out. There you go. You can kind of make it out there all the way around. It's real clear there. Next to that is Shawnee quarter with a huge chip on the base of his neck right there that you don't even have to blow it up to see it. Next to it, 2016 Theodore Roosevelt with cuds on his hat to the rim, along the rim, also a huge one on his glove and one on his gun holster. A Shawnee with a die crack and chips along the top of this pile of rocks. A Homestead quarter with snow on the roof, above the roof, and on this top window frame. A Frederick Douglass from 2017 with a die crack running from his eye up his temple to his hair, and then cuds in his beard by his mouth, one in his hair, one on his face, and one on his suit lapel is fairly typical. New one for us, 2017 Ozark Riverways quarter. This top window is filled completely with a cud that's actually sticking out, bulging out of the window. And then we're going to come over here and show you the old coins we found, and some not so old coins. We found a whole bunch of 65s. Out of about 10, 2 of them we felt were keepers. This one, if you look at the reverse, it's just, I mean, it's gorgeous for a 65. I mean, the quality of the coins from up in that area were just amazing. We found a pile of 67s. I think there's about 10 of them here. Beautiful 68. We found about 6 or 7 bicentennials in beautiful shape. And this one, of course, is a D. And then a bunch, we have 10 83 quarters as well. And you know that we're keeping these and the 67s. We found a 2001 New York that looks like it just came out of a roll, brand new. Next to it is a very hard to find 2009, especially in this condition. All the 2009s are hard to come by and usually not in great shape. This is a Duke Ellington, Washington, D.C., excuse me, and usually there's an error there. Unfortunately, there's not, but he's in near perfect condition. Right next to it's another 2009 from Puerto Rico in beautiful condition. And here's an odd one, Bombay hook. How many times have you seen this, like over at the beginning? Bombay hook, cut in the mouth, all that kind of stuff. This one is flawless. It has nothing wrong with it. It's a beautiful coin. Now, the other half of the box, 29 of these rolls are brand new, turned out to be brand new issue of George Rogers Clark, Indiana, the last issue that came out at the end of 2017, right about the time we hit the bank. And I opened one roll, not realizing that that's what it was. This is the remnants of that roll. So there's 40 coins in a quarter roll. Let's show you what we found, because we are adding these to our quarter list. George Rogers Clark, all of these from now on are George Rogers Clark, okay? Reverse, huge cut along the top rifle barrel. You can see it right there. And a retained chip right by the number 2. It's actually on the outside of the rim. This one on the obverse He's struck through at the base of his neck. On this side, he's got cuds on the top, huge cud on the top of the barrel, and also on this guy's shoulder. There's 3 men on this coin, so you have to kind of check all 3. There's a die crack and 2 large chips on this guy's hat. That cud you can see right there is huge. This one is simply a split rim, but it's a split rim pretty much all the way around the quarter. This one, reverse die crack on right hand hat, die chips on rifle on the top left, on top and bottom of the rifle. This one, die chip, top barrel. You can see it right there. This one, huge chip on the top barrel. This one, die crack and chips along the bottom of his neck on the obverse, and 2 cuds on top of the barrel. This one, the reverse chip on the shoulder, looking sideways at this guy's shoulder, and die cracks and chips on his hat. And then on the reverse side, doubling on the letters C and G, Clark and Rogers in his name, and also deformation of the letters where they're expanded out. They're not round circles. They're not, you know, a curve. They're elongated. So they're deformed. 2017, excuse me, reverse cut on the top rifle barrel again. This one, chip on the top rifle, die crack and chips on hat, and the letters misshaped. These are elongated letters as well. This one, reverse die gouge through the name, and the letters are also elongated. This one has a split rim. This one has the cud on the top rifle barrel, and this one has die chip on his shoulder and die cracks and chips on that guy's hat. All in all, we have 15 coins out of a 40 coin roll. So about 1/3 have varieties out of that roll. So we're probably going to keep these rolls for a while, see what happens, and you know, they're probably not worth more than a few dollars each, but we don't know. We don't know if there's any more valuable errors in there. I'm going to do some research after we get done and try and find out. I was doing these last night. We're shooting the wrap this morning. And if we find anything more valuable, obviously we'll get back to you. We'll shoot a video about it and we'll let you know. But these will be on our next update of our quarters list, which should be probably up by the time this video is. So hope you guys found this interesting, bizarre like we did, and amazing at the same time. And please continue to remember that we have links down below the video with all the information and coin supplies and things you guys ask about. We have the lists over on jbcoinsinc.com, our website. We also have more content, more pictures, more error lists, pictures of the errors, things like that. So until next time, please continue to like, share, subscribe, and J&B signing out.